It's an odd fact that while China has produced several fascinating and capable modern fighter aircraft like the J-10 and J-20, there's one fighter that often gets overlooked despite its importance in China's Air Force. Meet the Chengdu J-8F, an aircraft that successfully combines the old and the new in an attempt to keep one of China's oldest fighter programs relevant in the 21st century. This is air power. This long-nosed twin-engine jet has a distinctively aerodynamic shape, and while it's received updates over the years, it's retained much of its original form. So what is the story behind this rather unusual jet? What makes it so important, and what does the future hold for it? Let's take a closer look. The J-8 first flew back in 1979, making it one of the longest continuously produced fighter programs in the world. Like many aircraft of its time, it was optimized for intercept missions, but unlike many of its contemporaries, it's still in production today. That's because the J-8 has undergone a number of upgrades over the years, turning it from a basic interceptor into a long-range air superiority fighter. The J-8 is still a twin-engine jet, but now uses much more capable engines. These are the WP-13B engines, which use afterburners to give the aircraft exceptional speed, capable of reaching speeds upwards of Mach 2.2. Its service ceiling is an astonishing 24,000 meters or 78,000 feet, which gives it a significant advantage in terms of operating altitude. This means that the J-8 can intercept enemy aircraft at high altitudes while avoiding detection. Once in the fight, its long-range radar and missiles allow it to engage enemy aircraft from distances of over 100 kilometers. This gives it a significant edge over many of its opponents who would have to close to within visual range before opening fire. But the J-8 isn't just a high-altitude interceptor. Thanks to its short takeoff and landing capabilities, it can operate from small austere airstrips deep within China. This means that it can avoid detection by enemy forces and launch surprise attacks when they least expect it. One of the key upgrades that have turned the J-8 into a formidable fighter is its new radar. Unlike the primitive radars used in the early days of the J-8 program, the new KLJ-1A pulse Doppler radar is capable of tracking multiple targets at once and engaging multiple aircraft simultaneously. It also has a range of over 200 kilometers, which means that the J-8 can detect enemy aircraft before they even enter Chinese airspace. This gives China's air defense forces a significant advantage over potential opponents. Another upgrade that has turned the J-8 into a dangerous fighter is its new weapons. Early versions of the J-8 were armed with air-to-air missiles that required the pilot to maintain a lock on the target, which was risky and time-consuming. The J-8F now carries the Place-15 Air-2R missile, a highly accurate and fast missile that can engage multiple targets at once. This means that the pilot can launch a missile from a safe distance and then maneuver away before the target can respond. The J-8 is also equipped with a powerful cannon that can engage ground targets with great accuracy. But the J-8's capabilities extend beyond its physical attributes. In fact, the development of the J-8 reflects a broader trend in Chinese military aviation. Over the past few decades, China has gone from importing most of its military aircraft to producing some of the most advanced fighters in the world. The J-8 program began in the 1960s, when China decided that it needed a domestically produced interceptor to defend its vast airspace. The first J-8 took to the skies in 1977 and entered service in 1981. It was a solid performer, but lacked the advanced features found in more modern fighters. However, the J-8 represented a significant achievement for China's aviation industry, demonstrating that it could produce a complex fighter on par with Soviet standards. Subsequent models of the J-8 featured improvements in speed, range, and payload capacity, but it wasn't until the J-8F that China's aircraft designers introduced the advanced features that truly transformed the J-8 into a potent fighter. The latest iteration of the J-8F incorporates many of the advancements made in China's other fighter programs, including the J-10 and J-20. It's essentially a modernization program that allows China to keep one of its oldest fighters relevant in the face of new and sophisticated threats. The result is a hybrid fighter that combines the speed and agility of older fighters with the advanced avionics and weaponry of more modern platforms. The question is, why did China choose to modernize the J-8 instead of developing an entirely new fighter? The answer lies in the unique challenges posed by China's geography. China is the third largest country in the world, and its vast borders require a large number of air defense systems to protect them. The J-8's ability to fly long distances and operate from austere airstrips makes it ideal for this task. Moreover, China's military aviation industry is already hard at work on developing next-generation fighters. Modernizing the J-8 allows China to keep its older fighters relevant, while focusing its resources on developing the fighters of the future. Despite the J-8F's impressive capabilities, it's not without its limitations. As a single-seat fighter, it lacks the multi-role capabilities of modern fighters like the J-10 and J-16. Its lack of stealth also means that it's vulnerable to detection by modern air defense systems. Nevertheless, the J-8F remains an important part of China's air defense strategy. Its speed, range, and payload capacity make it an ideal platform for intercept missions, while its upgraded avionics and weapon systems give it a significant edge over potential opponents. In fact, the J-8F is a testament to China's progress in military aviation over the past few decades. What began as a modest interceptor program has evolved into a formidable fighter that's capable of defending China's vast airspace. It may not be the most advanced fighter in China's arsenal, but the J-8F is an important part of China's defense strategy and a reminder of the country's progress in military aviation. So what does the future hold for the J-8F? As China continues to develop new and more advanced fighters, the J-8F is likely to take on a more specialized role in China's air defense forces. It may not be the fighter that China envisioned when it first began the J-8 program, but the J-8F is a formidable platform that will continue to serve China well for years to come. The J-8F is a product of necessity. As China modernized its military, it realized that its air defense forces needed an upgrade. Rather than developing an entirely new fighter, China chose to modernize its existing fleet of J-8 South, creating a hybrid fighter that combines the speed and range of older platforms with the advanced avionics and weaponry of more modern fighters. This has created a formidable fighter that's capable of intercepting a wide range of targets and engaging them from long range with great accuracy. The J-8F's speed and altitude performance give it a significant advantage in terms of operational reach. Capable of reaching speeds upwards of Mach 2.2, the J-8F can swiftly close in on intruding aircraft. Coupled with its impressive service ceiling of 24,000 meters or 78,000 feet, the J-8F can engage targets at high altitudes where other aircraft struggle to operate. This is particularly useful in a mountainous country like China, which needs to protect vast borders from multiple directions. The J-8F's ability to fly long distances without refueling allows China to station these fighters at smaller air bases deep within its borders, reducing the chances of them being targeted by enemy forces. Additionally, the J-8F's range allows it to intercept aircraft before they enter Chinese airspace, providing an added layer of defense. Another advantage of the J-8F is its stealth capabilities or lack thereof. While not designed to be stealth, the J-8F's distinctive needle-nose design and small radar cross-section make it difficult for enemy radar systems to detect. This makes it an ideal platform for conducting surveillance.